Good morning, students, and welcome to the classes of costing and taxation. We were doing income from house property, and in the last class, we had done category 3 property partly let out and partly self occupied, under which the property was divided in two divisions. First one was period wise division, and the second was area wise division. And I taught you how to compute the income from house property for each of the cases. That was quite easy, and I also gave you some homework assignment on Saturday, and I please expect all of you to submit that assignment please within this week. That is the longest extension I can give. So in today's class we'll be starting some small topic but important: interest on loan and pre-acquisition interest. What happens, this topic, it might come in your exam, it might, but it will come in your exam for objectives. In objectives for 1 or 2 marks, what do? They give you a situation and they tell you to calculate the total interest to be allowed as deduction. Interest on loan is allowed as deduction, right? Deduction under section 24b allows the deduction under interest on loan. So they ask you to calculate the total interest to be deducted. Now, what is this pre-acquisition or pre-construction interest? What happens? A situation is given that a person, he takes a loan for constructing the house. Okay, he takes the loan for constructing the house. Now, construction takes some time, maybe 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. Okay, so suppose in 2015 he had taken the loan and started constructing the house. In 2020, the house finished constructing and he became the owner of the house property. From 2020, he has given the house property for let out to somebody else. Now, from 2020, when he calculates his income from house property, right, from 2020 he will calculate his income from house property, because that is the year he has given the house for let out, right? Now when he gives the house property for let out, then interest on loan will be allowed to him, right? Because he had taken a loan on 2015. Okay, so understand with this: loan taken 10 lakhs, or make it 40 lakhs, 40 lakhs, right, at the rate of 10%. Now he took the loan in 2015, construction completed in 2020. 2020 the house was given for let out. This is the situation. Now when he calculates his income from house property, he'll be allowed deduction on interest on loan on 2020. How much? So the loan is still unpaid. He has not paid the loan yet. 40 lakh into 10%, right? 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs, okay. But the assessee says, sir, you think so much about your assessee. He is talking to the income tax officer. You think so much about the assessee, but you did not think that I took the loan on 2015. When, sir? I took the loan on 2015. Let's make it 17, not 15. 15 will become a long time. So let's make it 17. He says, sir, I took the loan on 2017 and each year I have been paying an interest of 4 lakhs each year, because interest is payable per annum, right? If you take a loan, then interest on it is payable per annum. So he is saying, you are giving me deduction on 2020. What about the previous years on which I have been paying interest? Income tax officer says, okay, how much did you pay the interest? He says, sir, I have paid 4 lakh into 3 years, 12 lakh rupees. Can you imagine? I have paid 12 lakh as interest because 17, 18, 19. On 2020, he began his let out thing. So till 3 years, he paid 4 lakh each year as an interest. He says, sir, I want a deduction. I don't know anything. I want a deduction. Give me a deduction in my house property, in my income house property, because I'm paying so much interest and then I'm also paying tax. Then where will I go? The officer says, okay, relax, relax. You'll get the deduction, but I cannot give you a deduction of 12 lakh at once. 12 lakh is a huge amount. If I give you a deduction 12 lakh at once, even your income is not that much. Your income will not be 12 lakh. So the deduction will be wasted. Assessee says, yes, right. So he says, do one thing. When you compute your income from house property in 2020, then what do? This 4 lakh interest you'll get. Okay. You'll get this interest of 4 lakh that as a deduction. You'll get it for sure. Assessee says, okay. What about this 12 lakh? Tax officer says, I'm coming to it. Plus, you will get 1/5 of 12 lakhs. Assessee says 1/5. Why, sir? I've given a whole lot of 12 lakh rupees. Why only 1/6? Assessee says, relax, relax. Next year, when you pay again an interest of 4 lakh, you'll get a deduction of 1/5 of 12 lakh again. Assessee says, okay. Then again in 2022, same. In 2023, same. In 2024, same. Right. Now if you see, within 5 years, this 12 lakh will be exhausted. Means it will finish. Means the assessee will get a deduction of whole 12 lakhs in this 5 years, because see 12 lakh has been divided into 5 parts, right? 12 lakh has been divided into 5 parts, 1/5. So 1/5 this year, 1/5 this year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much is 1/5 of 12 lakhs? 1/5 of 12 lakh is 2,40,000. So means he'll get an interest of 2,40,000 each year. Right. 2,40,000. Here also he got an interest deduction of 2,40,000. Okay. 2,40,000 here, 2,40,000 here, and 2,40,000 here. So if you calculate all 5 of them, the result will be 12 lakhs. The assessor says, okay, sir. I didn't know you were such a kind heart. Thank you so much. Tax officer says, no problem. I just want my tax. Says, okay. So this is how you will have to deduct the pre-acquisition or pre-construction interest. You can copy this for your reference, and you can also copy this example. Okay. This example is also important. You can copy this example. Okay. So now this one also you can copy. Total interest to be deducted is current year interest plus 1/5 of pre-construction or acquisition interest. Construction and acquisition are the same thing. Same thing, I explained it to you. Let's do an example. Loan taken on 1/4/2016 for the construction of property, rupees 10 lakhs at 12%. Construction of the house is completed on 1/4/19. Loan is still unpaid. What is the interest to be allowed as deduction for the previous year 2019-20? Previous year 2019-20 means he's asking for assessment year 2021. Okay, so if they ask what is the interest to be allowed for assessment year 2020-21, then don't panic, it means they are asking for previous year 19-20. Okay, so coming back to my sums, he took the loan on 1/4/2016 and the construction of the house is completed on 1/4/19. Means whole of 16 year, whole of 2016, 2017, 2018, and on 2019 the construction was completed. So in income tax, as per the income tax rule, the year starts in April, ends in March. So it started in 2016 April, first year, then 2017 April, second year, then 2018 April, third year, and it ended on March 2019. Okay, so 3 years means he has paid interest for 3 years. Now current year interest, simple, 10 lakh into 12%. The loan is still unpaid, right? So 10 lakh into 12%, current year interest. What is interest on loan? Interest interest on loan to be deducted is current year interest plus pre-construction interest. So my current year interest is simple, 10 lakh into 12%, right? Right, 10 lakh into 12%, yes. Now my pre-acquisition interest. Now first calculate the total pre-acquisition interest. First let's calculate total. Now the total pre-construction interest is, I'm telling you how to calculate, 10 lakh into 12% into the number of months. Now it's very easy. When you have to calculate interest on drawings or when you have to calculate interest on capital, suppose for 5 months, what do? 10 lakh into 12% into 5 by 12. Right? For 5 months, if you have to calculate, you write 5 by months, 5 by 12. Now, in this example, you have to calculate the interest for 3 years. 3 years means 36 months. 10 lakh into 12% into 36 by 12. Simple. Right, for 5 months if I have to calculate, I'll write 5 by 12. For 36 months if I have to calculate, I'll write 36 by 12. For 4 years if I have to calculate, I'll write 48 by 12. For 2 years, 24 by 12. Simple. So this becomes easier. Why? Because if they give you any date, if they give you a date in the middle, if they, in the next example I'll show you what to do. If they give you 1/7/16, it will be very easier if you calculate it with months, not years. Alright, because it can be half year or it can be quarter year also. So I'll show you how to calculate. So 10 lakh into 12% divided by 12 into 36. So the total interest comes to 3,60,000. Now, in the first year of interest on loan deduction, how much of 3,60,000 will be included? How much? 1/5 of 3,60,000. Okay, so 1,20,000 here will be provided. Sorry, 10 plus 1/5 of 3,60,000 will be provided. So 360 divided by 5 is equal to 72,000. So total interest that will be allowed as deduction will be 1,92,000. Okay, simple. Any problem? Any problem? Email me at my email ID. I'm not getting any problems for this from the students, like they are understanding it fully. That is not possible. Okay, so now if I change the sums, if I Write 1716 and 1419 over here. Sorry, 1719 over here also. So you might think that this is just a normal case of 3 years. Only 3 years are given here also, from 1716 to 1719. But no, what happens under income tax rules, the year starts in April, ends in March. Here the loan is taken on 1716, and here the year starts on 1419, not 1719. Right, so see, now interest will be calculated for how many months? From 1 7, I'll show it over here. From 1 7 16 to how much? 1 7 17. 1 year. From 1 7 17 to 1 7 18. How much? 1 year. Last, from 1 7 18 to how much? 1 4 19. Why 1 4 19? Because the year is starting on April, so I will not include April, May, June in this year. Because from this year, what happens? From the year 1920, I'm giving my house for let out. Or no, the house is completed on 1 7 19, but still I'll be allowed interest till March. The new year's interest, this new year interest, what happens? I'm telling you, this new year interest means the interest from 1 4 19 to 31st March 20. This will be included in the current year interest. Okay, this one from April 19 to March 20, this will be included in the current year interest. These 3 years will be included in the pre-acquisition or pre-construction interest. So from 1 7 18 to 1 4 19, it is 9 months. Right? It is not 1 year. 7 8 9 10 11 12 January, February, March. 9 months. Okay, to 1 4 19, or I can also write over here 31st March 19. It's the same thing. Same thing. Right? So 9 months. And this one from 1 4 19 to 31 3 20, it will be included in the current year interest. That is why we did not take till 1 7 19 over here. Because from here till here, current year interest will be deductible. Right? So therefore from 1 7 18, I'll only move forward to 31st March 19. Even if here was 1 11 18, then I would move to 31st March 19 if the house was completed in 2019. Okay, 9 months. So simple. The sums will be same. So this will be your small homework. I have changed the sums. Just do the small homework and send it to me. I plan to start category 4 today, but I don't believe we have any more time. We'll start it in the next class. Hope you understood today's class. Thank you so much, my good students. See you in the next class.